go after that anchor. Let's go this way. Zone. Did I just drive through a storm? Here we go with these. I figure if I hightail it fast enough, the abductors won't get the chance to grab me. Yep, I can spot the anchor. Since the entire rest of this road is blocked completely, but there's a reward for going the extra mile in the form of this truck. Don't have room for everything in here, do I? On second thought, the power of spatial reasoning. Let's just hope I can grab this too. All the stuff in here. Yeah, it's all pretty basic. All right. I'm not going to check how much that was. Boy, 2 kilos. That's more than I was expecting. This is a relatively easy road to navigate. You can see the gate, the barrier that I actually can go through because it's at the other side of this road, and on the other side of that buzzsaw too. And there it goes. gonna make a pit stop. Do some refueling. And siphon some more. Nothing. Probably was some fuel in that Arda Investigator, wasn't there? Does this car have something against me trying to get inside and close its its driver's side door? It keeps bouncing off of something. Let me close the door. I can drive some distance with the door still open. Maybe this next car will have some gas in it. That's better. Much better. Before I forget to do this, and take all this loot and drop it off here. Take this Liberator. Get myself up to health here. There we go. As for these jumper cables, that's the problem, isn't it? Wait a minute. I used a mechanics kit. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't have... But maybe what I ought to do is carry one of these along with me, just in case there's a building with an electronic lock that I'd like to pick. Well, the door actually shut this time. Okay, I should be approaching a building. Just missed the... There's something I can scrap here. Alright, well this was a nice trip. And I imagine they're going to be fewer and further between. I'm getting out just in time. I think that's a hurricane squall coming up, but I'm not going to stick around long enough to find out. So our next trip is E2. You remember this area, right? It's full of bunnies. And I can't get any anchors here. zone receiver, but I don't think I have enough time to actually get it. Besides, there's, well, bunnies around here. Like, lots of them. Let's talk routes here. I think we can take this road until the first intersection. All those shakers. No, it wouldn't be the first intersection, it would be the one after this one. One of these. Pneumatic deposit box. And there's some lore in it, too. Lab reports number 5. The only one I'm missing. I think with that it completes the set. You know what I ought to do? There is a dirt road. And just off that dirt road, there is a zone receiver, and it has been a while since I ever even tried going for a zone receiver. Before we go to some of these buildings, zone receivers provide important lore, and it's not only just important; it's voice acting too. So I'll keep going ahead here. I'm going to turn these lights off. Wait for that to go by. There we go. Oh, here's another one. There it goes back in. So far am I from that? Not far at all. That's good. There should be a right from under me. these sealing kits. I've forgotten something. Can I make one? Yes, I can. Gonna need my headlights to find or keep track of the dirt road. There should be some buildings coming up, and around there is where I'll find that zone receiver. That's abductor. I'd rather not run across it. Alright, let's listen to Frequency File Part Number 2, Part 1.
Welcome back. This is Frequency File, Episode 2. In the last episode, I told you about the curious case of Dr. Ophelia Turner. When it comes to this enigmatic individual, one of 3 versions is true. Myth, martyr, or monster. To be able to weigh her in turns as heretic, genius, or scapegoat, we must first set the stage.
When I started down this path to discover who she was, what she did, and ultimately what happened to her, I didn't expect it to lead me to one of the strangest mysteries of the Pacific Northwest, the Olympic Exclusion Zone. But let me rewind a bit. In northwest Washington state, there are 3,600 square miles of vibrant wilderness called the Olympic Peninsula. Bounded by water on 3 sides, it was a wonderland for outdoorsy types, with snow-capped mountains and salmon-bearing rivers and pristine rainforests. Up until 1955, it was the residence of 100,000 people, including Ophelia Turner. It was her birthplace, her hometown, and, it turns out, ground zero and sacrificial lamb for the promise of limb technology. In true fashion, the government never comes out and says that's what led to the creation of the Olympic Exclusion Zone. But the chain of events were in plain sight. Strange accidents, leading to the government's claim of eminent domain and subsequent seizure of the peninsula. The evacuation of 100,000 people and the attempt and abject failure at containing the rumors that spread like wildfire. Because it turns out, even with the government's resources at your disposal, keeping secrets is a tricky business. You can bet there was plenty of talk as a result. Lucky me, because I had plenty of questions.
Yeah, starting with where that dirt road is. This is why I never liked it. But I think that's the main road coming up. There we go. Yeah, there was a hurricane squall. I figured I'd get out of there. So the car is in relatively good condition. I'm going to make another pit stop first. this stuff off. Including these things. And top off my fuel. Don't appear to be any parked cars anywhere nearby. I think maybe I ought to make it a priority to refill my fuel can. Next is the mid-zone Z2. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time in here. It drains my fuel, after all.